know you love how teasing. Go, go, go. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Alyssa. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. We've been here plenty of times before, and today we are going to be discussing Arichella. Yay! Basically, Coachella. Ariana headlined last night for Coachella. She made history last night. Coachella, if you don't know what it is one of the biggest music festivals to happen every year in the United States. Obviously, I think I get a lot of people from Europe as well, so that's why I'm explaining it a little bit. But if you know what Coachella is, it's just a huge music festival that takes place in Indio, California, in the middle of the desert. And sorry for your background noise. And it takes place for 2 weekends in April, being this past weekend, and then this coming weekend will be the last weekend that it will be happening. It is very expensive to do this, obviously, but a lot of people go out, a lot of influencers, a lot of artists, and they go out, they either perform or just hang out, meet people, and that's that. I personally have never been to Coachella, and I had always said that my first experience with Coachella, I wanted it to be Ariana headlining. I had no idea that it would be super soon. I had decided this maybe less than a year ago that I would go to Coachella if Ariana were to be a headliner, and it happened suddenly. So that's why I didn't go. I was going to go, actually. I was debating it for a very long time. Should I go see Ariana at Coachella? But as we dig deeper into this video and like this little talk about it, I'm kind of happy I didn't actually go to Coachella this year. So yeah, before I hop into this, let me know down below in the comment section, what did you guys think of this performance? Also, I just want to say this is kind of like spoiler-y alerty because it's literally the tour. If you haven't seen the Coachella performance, I personally maybe would not watch it. It's the entire set list, just added in, you know, NSYNC, Nicki Minaj, Diddy and Mace. Like, there are certain things that are added in that are different, but for the majority of it, I believe it is essentially the tour. Obviously, Ariana starts this thing with the intro, which is Raindrops, and then goes into God is a Woman, which is why I said it's very much like the tour. Some songs just didn't make it, obviously, but if you guys didn't know, she played 26 songs last night, and it was a little bit over an hour. I don't think her set was supposed to be that long, but it was. She was running out of time. Now, my concise thoughts. Overall, I thought that the performance was really good. Vocally, it was a lot more put together. I honestly hadn't really watched any videos from the tour, but every time I saw, I forget which one, it was a specific, it might have been Bad Idea. I think it was like a specific performance, and it always kind of seemed messy to me on stage, but maybe it was because I didn't actually watch the full thing, that I didn't get the full experience. So I personally thought like the choreo looked really good. I like how subtle it was and like how subtle it is, and that's something that that's something that I truly like. The only time she ever really broke it down and danced was when NSYNC came out. So I felt as if the NSYNC leak kind of messed everything up. I wish that it wasn't leaked and she didn't have to address it on Twitter then to like confirm like, yeah, you know, they're coming, because it kind of worked with Mace and Diddy, because she did post a picture of them and no one had any idea why she did. Like, when she does slight hints towards stuff, it's cool, but then when media outlets like splurge it out and ruin it, it kind of takes away the fun. I also already knew that Nicki was going to be there. It was also rumored that Big Sean and Pharrell was going to show up, so that was kind of a relief, because I felt like too many like acts and too many people coming out would be a little too much, in my opinion. But, you know, whatever. That's just me. But overall, I thought like her vocal performance was amazing, immaculate. And I tweeted this, but I feel like it's so funny that you see people tweet about it and like talk about it. Oh my gosh, Ariana's vocals are insane. Blah, 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 blah. This girl can blow. This girl can, like, I don't know if anybody like outside of like her fandom knows this, you know, but every time Ariana like, it's just like every show Ariana does, every vocal Like everything she hit, like every high note she hits and every vocal run she hits different every single time, because she does it different every single time. Like I've listened to audio from one show and thought, you know, Think About You, for example, sounded okay, and then I went to my show for Dangerous Woman tour and I was like, damn, like she actually hit that, and I have the full recording of it and everything. Like, so yeah, I honestly think, like, I think it's so funny that people are always like amazed as to how much she can blow. Sometimes I am too. She did hit that whistle tone, you know what I'm saying. So NSYNC I thought was really, really cool and cute. I like the little choreo. Also, I'm commending Ariana. She's learning how to breathe and sing. Like, she's learning how to pace her breath, breathe and sing. She's learning how to do it. She was dancing and singing and she didn't sound breathy. Like, she didn't sound breathy at all. And she's not overdoing it. But like when she started dancing to NSYNC, I was like, oh my God, she's probably not gonna be able to hit anything. She hit it. Or she's gonna sound breathy. Not that she wouldn't be able to hit it, she would be sounding breathy. The next thing that I want to bring up is the fact that obviously Nicki Minaj came out, and it's not like a big deal, but like a lot of people, I guess, were saying things last night. I wasn't live tweeting or anything last night, thankfully, because I think I would have gotten murked by mad Nicki fans. But Nicki couldn't hear herself, I think, and there was a lot of technical difficulties with that. People were saying the same for NSYNC, but I think JC just was singing off key. I honestly don't think it had anything to do with this. When NSYNC went on, I don't think it had anything to do with the sound. Like, put into perspective that NSYNC hasn't performed as a group in a very long time, and every time they do perform as a group, they don't do it consistently enough for like them to get adjusted to it. So just put that into perspective. So JC was off key, but it was fine, because like you kind of let it go, because like they're older now. They're not as young as they used to be. So, and they don't do this every day. But Nicki could not hear herself. And I knew she couldn't hear herself because initially when Bang Bang went off, she kind of went like this. The only thing that I have to say about that is because she wasn't the only one. Obviously, Diddy and Mace had the same issue where they couldn't hear themselves. Mace was off with the beat, but it wasn't his fault. And Diddy kind of like was off a little bit, but he also just like was basing it off of what with what Ariana was saying. And then, you know what the thing is like they kept going with their, like, even though they had technical difficulties, they kept going, they kept saying their verses, they kept having a good time. Like, I thought that was like better sportsmanship in a way, like, oh, I commend you, versus like what Nicki did. Like, Nicki just stood there, didn't say a single thing. And I can understand it's very frustrating. And maybe, yeah, she raps so many different songs. I don't expect her to know every single lyric to every single song she's ever made at this point with her discography. But like, I at least would have had a good time with Ariana. Like, I would have, like, I felt like Ariana was trying to get her to do stuff, but she was so pissed off. I heard that I don't know if it's true, but they said that she did cry after because it was really embarrassing. I don't know if Nicki's ever performed at Coachella before, but no one was going to blame Nicki in that moment. Everybody knew it was a technical difficulty based on the people who were watching. The people in the crowd were probably lit and like high and like all this stuff. So I don't think anybody actually cared. No one really is going to slander her for that because it wasn't her fault. But I just thought like maybe she could have just eluded off a different type of energy. Like, her energy just seemed, after like the first time it happened, she seemed a little ticked. And then from there, she was completely pissed off. During Needy, it was like she was starting to choke up during Needy. She wanted to cry, but she didn't cry. She definitely, I was surprised she sang Good Night and Go, personally, but it's my favorite song. So I'm happy she did. But she would start to choke up about that too. And then obviously during Thank You Next, when she said Mac's name is when she started to choke up a little bit. And then she got through it. You know, which makes me think each song kind of has to like, obviously may have to do with both guys, Good Night and Go and Needy, but I really feel like Good Night and Go has to do with Mac because he's not here anymore. I did like the little sequence, although it's on tour, so like if you've already seen videos from tour, it's already ruined for you. If not, like I said, don't watch this video. Little Wally interaction I thought was really, really cute. And to me, it sucks. Like, I don't know, in that moment when I was listening to her sing Good Night and Go, I actually was almost like brought to tears. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of like trying not to like be brought to tears again, because it's like, it's more like an effect. I don't know. For me, it kind of put a lot of things into perspective of like the magnitude of what she's dealing with. Honestly, like it's hard for me to even listen to Max music. Don't want to call him Malcolm, I didn't know him personally. It's hard for me to listen to Max music and not sit back and like really think, wow, like this guy is like not here, and you just start to think about it. Like when you, and in that moment, I just like felt it. I was like, I can't even begin to like imagine what it feels like to lose someone like that you genuinely cared about and was in love. Like she probably lost her soulmate. Oh my God, no. Okay, anyways. So yeah, and then I also thought Diddy gave a shout out to a lot of people. You know, Nipsey Hussle just passed away and he shout out Nipsey Hussle, shout out Biggie, shout out Tupac. He also shout out Malcolm. I keep saying Malcolm, it's just like gonna happen. He said shout out Mac Miller, you know, because he passed away. And then at the end of his performance with Ariana, he kind of just, you know, let people know she's been through a lot and she's still standing, and that says a lot. And I can definitely agree with that. I think we all can. She has been through a lot these past couple of years. And I think what's so amazing is that she is still standing, and it's so admirable. I want to kind of talk about outfits for this. I honestly prefer the outfits for this for the Coachella performance versus all of her outfits for tour. Obviously tour has to be a little bit more costumey and like it can be a little bit over the top. Coachella can be super subtle and more breathing room and more like skin shown, simply because it's hot as hell in California. But my favorite of the three that she wore was like the little purple one. I did like what she came out in. I like that version of it. It's really, really cute. But, and then the little one in between with like the skirt and the glittery one, it's cute too. It just gives me like honeymoon tour vibes. But the one with like it's not the glitter, it's like the purpley bluish one. That one was my absolute favorite. All of the outfits for Coachella, I think thoroughly represented both albums without even like, I don't know, like I'm all about everything coming together as one. And I felt like Sweetener and Thank You Next were very subtle albums, but very impactful albums. And she didn't need to put a lot of vocal, and it goes even deeper. Like she didn't have to put that much vocal stress, like nothing too crazy, nothing jumping at you. She's very subtle. That she hits these runs, she hits these notes, these high notes. And then when you see her live, it's a totally different experience because she then has free reign to do whatever she wants with the song. So I felt like these outfits fit the vibe of tour a lot more than what we're seeing on tour. That's just me personally. Like I've said in my previous video that kind of like blew up about tour. I'm not necessarily a fan of a lot of the stuff that has been going on. I will update you guys next week on tour and some other stuff going on with Ariana. But another thing that I want to talk about, since we are talking about, since I am referencing tour, is the merch for Arichella. As you guys can see in this video, it's just NASA out the hoo-ha. I don't even think there are any NASA stuff on tour, which is like, to me, insane. I'm kind of upset that they got this stuff. That was initially my only like regret of not going to Coachella, was because of the merch. But then instantly it's up now on arianagrande.com. You can order it all. You know, price range is, I think it's decent for what we're getting versus what we got for tour. The first couple of shows, a lot has changed, you guys, when it comes to tour merch. So we will get to that next week, I promise. And yeah, I mean, I already ordered the face mask because I'm just disgusting, and when Ariana drops something, I have to have it. I kind of like the NASA glasses. Not sure if I'll get it. The only other thing that I plan on actually splurging on is the space jacket, and it's because I could use a new jacket, you know what I'm saying? And maybe the hoodie, I'm not really sure, the gray NASA hoodie, but I have a 110% feeling I'll probably cut it. But everything else is very simple. Well, maybe actually I might get the gray NASA t-shirt because I actually like the back of it. It's really, really cool. And it says Ariana on the arm. But yeah, you guys, it ranges from like $40 no, $20 to about 75, maybe 80. I think 75 might be the max that it goes from. I think the truth of the matter is it's just timing, and like I said in my last couple of videos, merch was very, very last minute for her tour. So yeah, that's all that happened that I felt like was very impactful. Shout out to Ariana for really always putting on a great show and always giving people what they want. I stayed up really late last night and I woke up really early this morning. Not really early, decent timing. And I hope I get this up for you guys in time for 3 o'clock. If not, cut me some slack. Arichella happened. All right, y'all. Arichella happened and I needed to I was going to react to it, but I had a power outage and that show was over an hour. So I would have been reacting for over an hour and that's not cute. But that's all for today's video. Like I said, let me know down below in the comment section, what did you guys think of Arichella? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you care? Did you not care? Did you stay up late last night just to watch the star Ariana? Because I did. Personally, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It made me so much more excited for my tour shows. I have almost 2 months until I see Ariana. So I'm very excited. 2 days in a row. It's so much different being in an atmosphere filled with nothing but Ariana stans versus being filled with some stans, but not to the extent of how you are. And having to see other people is cool too. But I just wanted to go for Ariana and Blackpink and Jaden Smith. Leave me a thumbs up if you're a part of the Ariana army and consider yourself an Arianator, because you guys know I sure do. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because at 500 subs, I'll be doing a giveaway for Ariana Grande's latest perfume, which is Cloud the Perfume, to a lucky Ariana Grande fan. In order to keep up with me on all of my social media platforms and for everything Ariana Grande related, especially this new merch, you could click all the links down below in my description box. I literally make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys all on Wednesday, I think, for something, just a little Fortnite fun with my homegirl, you know? Okay, later my fellow Arianators.
SpongeBob, I love you. I'm your biggest fan.